live from Austin, Texas, with a battle to the death starring two newspaper comic funny men themselves. It's Retro Pals with Danny and Alex. Hello, Alex.
Hello, Danny. I am so excited for these two cats named after dead U.S. presidents to just go for it. Just claws out.
I had half that intro written in my head before I started talking, which explains why I called Garfield and Heathcliff funny men. Hello, everyone.
They are funny, and they are men. I mean, as far as we know.
That is true. That is true. Well, it's finally happened. Long, long ago, if you've been watching the show for a while, we streamed classic Garfield games for consoles and computers. At the time, I said that there were additional Garfield games to cover, but at the time, Nintendo DS emulation was kind of weak, so that was preventing us from doing that. Well. So DS emulation has progressed. These Garfield games are now playable, and we are honor-bound to play them tonight.
Honor-bound? No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
God damn it.
So there's only a few more Garfield games to cover in Classic Garfield Games Part 2, so we decided to bundle him up with his ever-hated rival, Heathcliff, the bastard of the comics page.
No, you take that back. I love Heathcliff.
Alright, so we have a lot to discuss regarding the merits of Garfield versus Heathcliff, but, yeah, we put it to our patrons this week. We asked them, what did you want to see? Games about dogs or games about cats? And they said, cats. Overwhelmingly cats. Congrats to the cat lobby for getting your way once again. Cats rule, dogs drool.
Thank you. Thank you for that wise wisdom, Danny. Thank you to Focused Maple for resubscribing. Mentioned their first stream was Garf, so it's their Garfiversary. Enjoy more Garf, my god.
Happy Garfiversary. Wow, what a blessed day this is. I will say that it's extremely suspicious that we had a torrent of new Garfield news in this last week.
Yes.
Even before I announced tonight's stream. Like, the only people who knew about this, I didn't even tell the patrons. It was just me and Alex. One of us leaked to the press, which is why the Garfield news has been non-stop over the last 48 hours.
Of course.
We have a lot to discuss, and mini games to discuss these things over. So why don't we get tonight's festivities started? I'm sorry, you pulled up the DS screen and I saw the screen.
Okay, so let me see what we're playing first. It says here that the first game we're going to play tonight is Garfield Gets Real?
Yes.
Okay, let me load that up.
Alex had the title screen for Garfield: A Tale of Two Kitties loaded up. You'll see that.
You're gonna like that.
You'll see that next. It's going to be a fun time. All right, so we covered the 80s and 90s and a little bit of the 2000s during our last Garf stream. We pick up in the late 2000s and possibly early 2010s with tonight's lineup of games. We got several Nintendo DS games, which Alex has very generously volunteered to play. And then we'll follow it up with some Wii games to determine who has the better games, Garfield or Heathcliff.
Put in your votes later, not now. You don't know now.
Weigh it in your mind. Let it roll around in your brain for a while. Garfield, Heathcliff, Garfield. Who is supreme? Griefcliff. Garfield.
All right. Shall we get started?
Yeah.
5, 4, 3. All right, so we're starting off with Garfield Gets Real, which is based on the... that's based on the direct-to-video movie, right?
This is CG animated Garfield. Oh,
those wacky assholes.
They know how to have fun.
Do they?
So does the sound volume. It's all over the place.
Sure fucking is. Oh good, I can turn down the music here.
So our first few games are going to be DS games. The bastard two-screened console itself. Anyone seen Garfield Gets Real?
I saw 10 minutes of it, and then Garfield Gets Real is an interesting premise, but it starts to suck really fast.
I have a request to put in the code for unlimited lasagna. I want that code in real life. I think they offer that at Olive Garden.
Alright, let's get started.
Yeah. So this being a DS game, a lot of this is controlled with the mouse, aka the stylus. But Alex also has a controller at his disposal, just in case. That gives you 10 lives.
Alright, we're gonna start in the bedroom. Everyone's favorite place.
Start filming.
So, I guess I should mention, the premise of Garfield Gets Real is that Garfield is a comic strip character, who, every day, every day of every week he has to go and film the comic strip that appears in the newspaper along with other comic strip characters, and he does not want to be a comic strip character anymore. He wants to exist in the real world.
Yeah, from what I heard, he's trying to cross over to our world, a la Cool World.
Yeah, it's a lot of Cool World.
It's also kind of odd because it positions Garfield as kind of this metatextual entity.
Yeah. So, it's Monday morning, the sun has risen on another beautiful day in the cartoon world, and today's the day for Garfield to make his fly-on-the-wall DVD. Garfield is asleep, dreaming of lasagna.
Lasagna!
And all is well.
That must be the British spelling.
Yeah. The day starts in Garfield's bedroom where the blind has opened to let a shaft of light in.
How French is this game?
Garfield has been awakened and is not happy.
Something about the
Garfield
the
has
phrasing
been awakened and is not happy.
The phrasing and diction just strikes me as being very blunt. And as usual for Garfield, you gotta begin the day by dodging the falling books.
So you have to actually hit the books.
3, 2, 1, begin.
That's not great. So you can control... I love this! No, fuck this! This is great. So there's two ways to play. You can either draw on the screen to make them go left and right, or you can use the controller. I'll do the screen things here so you can see how this controls.
Okay, alright, I'm trying to keep it together.
Okay, so...
Alright, so a direct-to-video tie-in license game. Of course, it's revolves around mini-games. You have the choice of using either the D-pad or gesture controls using the touchscreen.
Yeah, you can see me on the bottom screen doing that.
Yeah, I thought the gesture controls were required when I tested this out, but...
I'm moving back the controller. I cannot do the gesture controls.
Yeah.
It sucks. So you have to collect, in the first level, you have to... I actually played some of these for a while, so I could, actually play well.
Yes, Cool Coyote. DS emulation has improved, as you can tell by the voice samples.
Mondays. It's like, yeah, you know what mood.
Garfield sounded like Duke Nukem on Gamecom.
Oh yeah, I can also do just...
Oh, look at that! You get cheers and applause.
Sometimes.
You have to do the dramatic dives, I think.
Okay,
Get the spotlight.
So, here we go. This is a dance
God,
sequence.
really? He's not even rigged. These are just like drawing individual animation frames. It's weird for a 3D character. Oh yeah. Do the Cabbage Patch. Oh yeah, breakdance! He's breakdancing!
Yeah!
This game already surpasses all my expectations. This is good.
Oh, I've only played the first 2 levels, but...
When is DDR Garfield mix? Oh wow. Well, you can put Cool Cat on there. You can put all the other remixes of Cool Cat on there as well. Hell, if the Smurfs can get a dance party game for Wii, then why not Garfield?
What do you know? I guess every cloud does have a silver lining.
Speak up, dude! So we made a bargain bin movie.
You don't say. Garfield Gets Real, a bargain bin movie?
No.
Alright, well, kitchen stage 2, let's go. Do it. Why are all those dogs in the dumpster?
Because they're dogs.
Okay.
John's busy in the kitchen preparing breakfast, but he needs some help.
Does he, though?
Garfield must catch food. As John throws it.
John.
If Garfield's energy levels drop, he will need to eat to keep them up.
He needs insulin.
If Garfield is insulin. Like, can Garfield afford it? He's Garfield! He has like a fucking pizza place!
Oh my god, that John render.
We'll eat as soon as I rouse Mr. Grumpy.
What's this about arousing, John?
Alright, this section literally plays the same as the other one, except that...
I'm ready to declare Garfield the winner already. We're like, what, 10 minutes into the stream?
I hate the way he says, oh yes.
Oh, rough.
Stop that. So you have to avoid the plates, but you have to get the plates with the food on them.
Video Game King points out this is a pretty dysfunctional family here, with Garfield being all lazy and John just kind of throwing food everywhere.
That's an egg.
See, this is why John needs a girlfriend. He needs someone to sort him out.
Don't get those.
In fact, let's focus on John a little bit.
Okay.
This week it was discovered that there was a prototype version of Garfield that was published in one specific newspaper before Garfield ever launched. It used the same format, the exact same jokes as the first couple of years of Garfield strips, only it was called John. That blows my mind. The comic all along was all about John, not Garfield. And in this prototype comic, Garfield looks nothing like the marketable face he has now. He was just an extremely ugly cat.
I'm sorry, but he looks like a jowsy bastard. Like,
yeah, he had huge jowls and just like feet sticking off of him.
That egg shattered in a bunch of other eggs, by the way.
Oh no!
Also, if you're saying anything in chat, I can't see you.
I'm watching over.
Okay.
Let me try and find that video.
Oh yes!
I just...
Yeah, here it is. I'll post it in the chat and just get good.
Yeah, and Odie was named Spot.
Alright, here's the video. Yeah, this one Garfield fan just happened upon these comics that no one happened to search for. He noticed there was a gap between, what's his face?
Norm the Gnat.
Yeah, Norm the Gnat being ending publication and the startup of Garfield.
Fucking shout out to the... I watched the video. Shout out to the historian of that tiny-ass town who, like, did all the legwork, like, sent them all the scans.
That video also has a lot of great examples and head-to-head comparisons. A lot of the prototype strips were just so bad they were never reused. They have some very strange jokes in there. There's like a strip about a doctor who's about to touch John's nuts or something.
It's not! It's not that bad. I watched that. I don't think it's about to touch his nuts. He just says he's gonna...
But what happened is it got picked up for syndication. It had to be renamed and reconfigured, and the publisher of the one newspaper that was publishing John let him go. Let Jim Davis go. He was all like, follow your dreams, man. And he did.
Oh no!
And now Garfield is free to say, ugh!
And oh no. I need 30... Let's see.
How long is this stage?
It's very long.
What?
I don't know either.
What?
I don't know. Couldn't tell you, baby.
Oh, okay.
Oh yes!
Garfield, John did not canonically drink that thing. Jim Davis said that he officially drank...
Fertility drugs.
Fertility drugs. Is
So
what
it was estrogen.
Yeah. See, I initially thought it was also what you thought it was, but Jim Davis provided an airtight explanation, which frankly is infuriating, because you can't really refute that.
Thank you, Loveless, for the resub. Also, thank you, All Hail Magumbo, for the resub.
Okay, well, people are thinking whatever they want to think about John, so...
I got 30 fucking pieces of food, and it's not enough for this animal!
Who am I to stop you?
You monster! I've eaten enough!
How many pizzas have met their death on that floor?
Oh no, John! I don't know if you can hear, but our cat is upset. I didn't take him out to the front yard to play today because I had plenty of things to do that were not going in the front yard, and he is very upset.
Why is this level still going?
Because God is dead.
Oh yes!
Oh, your timer's... It's about to explode up
Well,
there.
it fucking should, because I'm done.
Garfield is now eating like 50 pizzas.
People are hearing... People can hear buttons now, apparently.
Oh, good. That's just adding to the experience. A real cat.
We are the only streaming team, the only married streaming team.
Yep,
yeah,
that's
Danny
us.
and I are... We're a couple.
We streamed
a couple
our-
of clowns.
A couple of nutcases who stream Garfield games.
And after breakfast, it's off to work at the studio where the comic strip is made. Funny time!
Funny time. Give me 1 second.
Okay, due to the unique way the strip is made, all you have to do is make sure Garfield hits his marks at the right time. Oh, if this is a rhythm game, I'm gonna be pissed. Don't make me do a rhythm game.
3, 2, 1, action! I really need a break.
Same, Garfield.
Alright, what did I miss?
Garfield has to hit his cues.
Oh, there's polygons in this one. Oh, Garfield. Garfield died that day. I guess that was a bonus level.
Action!
No, it's not a bonus level.
Oh, you have to do it.
3, 2, 1.
Watch out, there's actual stakes in this one.
Thank you, Katie, for the 100
I
bits.
really need a break.
This game is a Superman 64 of the DS.
I don't know, it looks pretty good. I've seen worse DS games. Now, if you had to play this with gesture controls, that might be a problem. People are seeing the bottom screen wrong, and it looks like Garfield is giving you the finger.
It does, and he is.
You can do this.
You say that.
Action!
Now they're gesture controls, yeah.
Let me see if it works for with the jester, I should say,
Yeah.
controls. Alright.
3, 2, 1.
It makes sense, because only a clown would like gesture controls.
I really need a break.
Sorry, Garf. Now, where would this rank on the Garfield games we played last time? Is this better or worse than a week of Garfield? Neil Diamond presented a Garfield plush to Princess Diana? Man. A lot of good Garfield facts being posted in chat. A lot of good theories.
2, 1, action!
Garfield, don't die this time. I'm gonna
I
use the...
really need a break.
He needs a break.
Listen, buddy!
And yeah, Nermal is not related to Garfield. They are just rivals.
I always thought they were related.
Thanks to Revenant for 2-month subscription. They say Garfield killed in the act.
God damn it, he got killed again!
The next game, Garfield killed in action.
I may actually move on soon. So,
But
Danny,
it's funny time.
Danny, what do you think of Garfield?
I think this game's great. I don't have to play a minute of it.
Action! I really need a break.
Okay.
Now, so far this game has not stated Garfield's catchphrase from that one European PS2 game we played.
I wonder if I can suck this.
I wonder what happens if I suck this. Said exactly like that by Garfield in the Garfield game. Okay. See, this would work better on 3DS, because you could have the depth.
Thanks for the raid, Dark Tetsuya. I'm sorry everybody has to see this.
Nice, welcome everyone. This is Garfield and Heathcliff. I don't know, I think this is off to a pretty good start. This game has more budget than I expected. This actually looks kind of decent, considering the kind of game it is. Thought his catchphrase was, "Love me, feed me, don't leave me." Yeah, that too. Also, tonight I'm going to suck. Whoever designed this set should be drug out into the street and shot.
Oh yeah, I forgot that's his actual catchphrase!
Someone actually posted a compilation of all the times he said that someone should be drug out in the street and shot on Twitter recently, and it turns out it's more than once. It was 3 times. Maybe you need to tap the touchscreen. Is this anti-piracy? Garfield can't climb the stairs. Maybe you need to get a running start.
Okay.
Suggestions include hit the normal button.
Hey Danny, I'd love to, but I can't go backwards.
Oh.
Garfield can never go back. Like that one indie game.
Don't look back.
Yeah,
Garfield edition.
Garfield, don't look back!
Ah, well that's a shame. I wanted to see more of this. This is one of the more polished Garfield
Fine,
games in
I'm gonna
modern
quit.
days.
Ew, I don't like that sound.
Squeak. Toilet flush?
Try one more time and we're moving on.
Couldn't have said it better myself. A literal toilet flush. Alright, Boogaloo linked to some development info I'll have a look at here.
3, 2, 1, action! I really need a break.
He does need to start this up.
Here's a great line to hear from the dev. Oh, by the way, look at this. It's the Pickford brothers.
What? They worked on this?
The Pickford brothers worked on this. They are the Plock dudes.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry, guys.
Here's a great line to hear from a game developer. We're not 100% sure if the Wii version was ever actually released.
Oh my god, it's floating into space!
Yeah. It's great.
Can I...
It's great that a developer who assumingly finished a game from start to finish, even they don't know if the game was ever released, so that's good.
Yeah, he got yeeted. Should I keep going? Can I put on a different game now?
Do one more.
Oh god, okay. Last try.
Yeah, for reference, GameFAQs lists the Wii version of this game, but claims that it was cancelled in both the US and Europe, so I don't think it ever actually came out.
I really need a break.
Oh, Boogaloo says the Pickfords actually bailed before development started. So someone else made this, and they don't know what the status of the Wii version is. If you happen to have this mythical Wii version, please share it with me. The world needs to see more Garf. I mean, imagine this in 480p.
Imagine, Danny.
Garfield doesn't yeet. Yeeting is Heathcliff's job. Thank you. I don't know, still some room for Heathcliff to pull ahead. This is okay, but it's not mind-blowing. It's no Mario Odyssey, which I'm sure Heathcliff has planned. Alright, now jump.
Wow, it's time for the next game!
Oh, come on, hold right and jump. Oh. Huh. Give me that. Give me that.
Danny's gonna try! Danny is so mad he's gonna try! So how's it going? How'd you do that?
I pushed one of the other buttons.
I pushed the other buttons! I pushed every single one of these bastard buttons. Wow, it's time to move on, right?
Okay, but first, you know what that reminded me of?
What?
Bad Cat. That last level where you have to dodge all the
Holy
swing sets and shit.
That was just like Bad Cat!
That was an adaptation of the classic European computer game Bad Cat, released for C64 and ZX Spectrum, among others. So,
on.
if nothing else, this game pays tribute to its forebears, and you have to respect that.
Tale of Two Kitties.
Tale of Two Kitties. Now this one, we played the PS2 version, but there is a unique DS one, which we're gonna play right now. It's made by two tribes of Tokitori fame, so maybe this might be good?
When two tribes make a game, it's Garfield's A Tale of Two Kitties. They made a game, a real bad game.
Okay, this was the screen I was looking at before the stream that got me laughing. Look at that face.
Yes, this was a movie. Okay, will you let me...
Yeah, this is Garfield 2, the one with Bill Murray. And he gets confused. It's a Prince and the Pauper situation.
It's Prince and the Pauper, basically.
Your beautiful layout is just wasted on these games, by the way.
Garfield wakes up in a hotel room. Who is making all that noise? Okay, I have to use it. Oh god, I have to use a touchscreen, huh?
Yeah, supposedly, as Boogaloo says, Bill Murray only signed up due to a confusion over which Coen brother was making this. It was not the ones he was thinking of.
By the way, I really...
So I want you to look at the top screen.
Ah! Right.
This is as far as I got in the game, by the way. You're gonna have to figure it out on your own.
Are you kidding me? Is this like a hidden... Find the... It's like...
Oh yeah, that doesn't explain why he did the sequel. I guess he just figured, might as well. I'm already in this shit. Can't get out of it now.
Okay, so something slipped under the door, and... Seeing if these buttons do anything.
And I thought for sure this game opened with an FMV, but maybe I'm wrong. Okay, I'm gonna look up a long play of this.
Well...
This is the Mansion of Hidden Normals.
Who's in my bed? Garfield, what did you do last night?
He's a cat, he's a cat, he's a cool cat.
Guess so.
Okay, there is a long play.
Alright, so the buttons do nothing. What does start do? Start does not help me.
Okay, you focus on the letter and something makes it zoom in. There you go. You solved it.
Oh my god, look at Garf's paws.
Oh, I got an invitation from Prince.
Oh my god, nice. You are perfect, Garfield.
That's the most perfect top screen I've ever seen in my life.
Next level.
This particular CG Garfield, I don't like. He looks a little bit too detailed.
Touch it, can look around.
Like, he's supposed to have a simple design. When you add details like that, it just kind of looks creepy. And again, what do I know? Maybe everyone likes CG Garfield.
Do they?
Ooh, funky.
I like this. I like this music, actually. Alright, Garfield. Now, how do we play this? Oh, God! Oh, wow. Okay.
Contrarian opinion? No, he's bad. Yeah. Yeah, the Garfield live-action movies weren't as bad as they could have been. They were watchable, but...
Okay,
boy.
So 2.5... 2.5... Boy, he jumps.
Is this a platformer?
2.5D platformer, yes.
I think we have to rank this.
Bad jump controls.
Look at these graphics. I always found DS graphics to be kind of weird from when it came out, because this is like sub-PlayStation quality, right? And yet it was, in many cases, the late 2000s you were seeing games like this. It's kind of like calling back to an earlier era. I guess that's why I like the DS so much. 3DS games are also pretty goofy looking sometimes. Yeah, those crunchy DS textures. And yeah, the screen's small, but you get two of them. And you can choose the sides, whether you want a DS or DS Lite or DS XL, DSi, DSi XL, 3DS, 3DS XL, new 3DS, new 3DS XL.
He makes such a nasty noise.
He does.
I hate it. Please. Andy, can you get him to stop?
You know what he's doing right now?
What?
He's using open windows to jump from flat to flat.
Anyways. Danny quoting the Cat's DS theme. A theme he knows
Yeah,
that...
Alex is not a fan.
It's... I don't think it's not a Surf's best work, if I'm honest.
3DX, Triple X. That's coming next.
Let me out! So I do like the dumpster here. But I hate that.
Does he have to make that slurping noise?
Yeah, you get me, right? Like, it's disgusting, right? Like...
Alright, so Crush Gal says this is better than the first game. And you know what? If they keep with this and make, like, contiguous levels, this might be pretty decent.
Do I have to get all the food?
I'm hoping it's a level-based game and not, like, just, you know, mini-games.
I may have to just get all the food.
And yeah, Merch points out that 3DS games being ported to Switch with few upgrades. That's a thing that's happening. I kind of want to check out Code of Princess, but it's still $50 freaking. And I much prefer its spin-off, Code of Garfield. You should see the outfit he wears.
Danny.
Suggestions, I think you gotta get the bus.
Alright.
At least the controls are better than the Panther and Shapeshifter, that is true.
Whoop. Can I get by a car?
Boogaloo found out 2 tribes developed a bonk phone game? Okay, that's...
Oh no! He sounds like a cat when he gets hit! That's awful! Oh, that's so sad!
You got Garfield run over twice!
Well, he's got 9 lives. He's fine.
Okay. Oh, like Bubsy.
like cats. Like these stacked dumpsters.
Garfield just don't care. The cars will avoid me, not the other way around. I'm Garfield.
The cars will modify the way of life for me. I really hate this fucking...
I love this music. What are you talking about?
Fair enough. Don't hit me.
People are saying, please stop collecting whatever those are because of the sound effects. Slurp, slurp.
I hope you've all enjoyed Garfield's slurping.
Garfield
Slurping
Slurp
and
Fest.
Screaming and crying. Did you say a slurp fest?
Uh-huh.
Ah, you're I love you, but that's so gross.
Hold up, this is a 3D platformer.
It kind of is. It's on rails.
Oh, okay, I see.
So it's like 2.5D.
This looks nice for DS.
It does.
It's got full 3D environments, and a fully rendered Garf,
Stop slurping!
and no gesture controls.
That's true. Well, except for that one part.
Yeah.
Klasky, Supo, Danny Elfman-ass music.
Garf Nukem Manhattan Project. It does kind of look like that game. Pretty good technical showcase. I agree. Well, if there's bosses, I want to see them. Maybe Garfield has to fight like human Bill Murray. That's how the movie ends, right?
I see. No, but I'd watch that. No! Oh, you dropped just to make that slurping noise. Fantastic.
Imagine wearing headphones while playing this game.
Yeah, I am.
Oh, yeah.
It's awful. Normal man, normal cat, normal times.
Yeah, Two Tribes, they did some okay games. They had a brief resurgence thanks to the popularity of WiiWare. They made a sequel to Tokitori, and that got ported to a few platforms. They released their final game a couple years ago. It's this shoot-'em-up called Rive. Pretty sure they closed their doors, though. And I mean, how do you follow this up? Oh, look at him go!
Okay, I like climbing Garf. That's a rare Garf. You usually don't see Garfield like climbing things.
He can technically do that. He's a cat.
Who the fuck is smoking?
Hey, you made it!
I collected 20 out of 27 foods.
Slurp, slurp. Next level, next level, next level.
Next level.
Oh, Retronauts had an episode about Two Tribes. I'll have to listen to that.
Garfield needs to sit down first.
Yeah, I was covering WiiWare games, like, as in having to review every single one of them back when it was a thing. And having Tokitori show up was a breath of fresh air because everything else sucked. There was like Lost Twins, that was pretty good. Tokitori, also good. Ugh. I could do without ever hearing that sound effect ever again. And yeah, Tokitori was originally on Game Boy Color, yeah.
Stop it, Garfield!
I was not on WiiWare World, I was on a GamePro spin-off site called OMG Nintendo. That's not a joke. Glad to finally get that work in for GamePro right before they shut down, so I can put that on the old resume. Like, yeah, I worked for IDW. They didn't know what they were doing. Neither does Garfield, though.
Gotta pick my path here.
Oh, who's talking about Pictobits? That game's great. I love Pictobits. I was thinking of doing a DSiWare showcase sometime. All of those Nintendo art-style games. Yeah, whoever did the music, props to them. This is, like, actually listenable.
Garf's alive.
Oh, is DSi emulation a pain? That's a shame. There's one big archive available of all the DSiWare games people downloaded and dumped before the service shut down. Unfortunately, one of them is a Heathcliff game. There is a lost Heathcliff game that was exclusive to DSiWare. I tried looking for it, it wasn't out there.
Okay, so I gotta say, this is the better game, absolutely. But we haven't tried the... What's this? Garf, why do you have a Wi-Fi signal next to you?
He's jumping his icon. He's excited. He's trying to connect to the internet.
Nonsense house.
These environments are real creative?
No, actually, as much as I'm bitching about this game, I actually kind of like a lot of this.
I can't think of any other games where not only do you scale the outside of the buildings, but you also go inside them. That's very cartoonish, very appropriate.
Mm-hmm. Very cat-like.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a dead end.
I'm about ready to call this the better game.
It is. You know what? I'm just gonna say it. It is. Okay, I need to go up the other way.
Climb on walls. This is basically Ninja Gaiden.
Honestly.
People are asking if you're avoiding collectibles to avoid hearing the slurp.
No! Okay. No, I'm not, but,
Ninja Garfield, right? Ninja Lyman. Yeah, it was surprising to see Lyman was also part of that Prototype John series. In fact, Lyman was, it seemed like he had more of a role.
he was even in the... Oh my god.
Oh, that billboard. That's neat.
Look at that sensual Garf there.
Sensual Garf.
So it's just an ad for the movie. That's cool.
Why is this level design so creative for a DS licensed game? Maybe Two Tribes just took pride in their work. Good luck, Garf. Hey!
This is an easy route. Yeah.
This also reminds me of something brought up in that video about the Lost Comics. A lot of Garfield media relies on Garfield being really athletic and doing things, which is kind of counter to his whole character. Like, look at this. He wouldn't do this.
I don't know.
The real Garfield would be at home watching Let's Plays of this game.
Garfield would be so into YouTube. Oh my god.
Yeah. He would call it the greatest invention of our modern society.
I can watch anything I want whenever I want, John.
They got these 24-hour bird channels, I don't even have to chase them.
You're just describing Tess.
Yeah. Well, all cats are the same. Look out.
Okay, let's go up here.
The best thing since sliced lasagna. Garfield, I hope you are watching the stream out right now, wherever you are. I hope you enjoy. If he was watching the stream, he'd probably be backseating us.
Oh my god, he would be such a backseat gamer. You know he would. Not a good move there, everybody.
I don't emulate, I only use original hardware. And I have world record in this game. No, I will not share my strats.
He totally wouldn't.
Wow, they even put effort into the credits sequence in this game.
Okay.
And yeah, we're running this on Desume. From what I've seen, that some people have issues with it, but boy, it is way better than the emulators I used years ago. It's like night and day. Oh yeah, if he was on YouTube or Twitch, he would have a new platform for discussing the people who should be drug out in the street and shot.
Oh, he would get so banned for being like, Logan Paul should be drug out in the street, and then he just like banned.
And then Twitter does that thing where it makes you delete the tweet. Then he screenshots it and he says, worth it.
Oh, he would be the worst on Twitter. Oh, God. He would be constantly promoting his fucking pizza thing, and when people would... he would subtweet so much. No, no, no! No.
YouTube has been deleting my comments again. This is the new adpocalypse, people. This is censorship.
Oh my god. Garfield. Who is dropping shit?
Well, this is like Britain, so I assume this is common.
Yeah, British people in chat, is this common? Do people just throw...
If you're tired of your stuff, do you just, like, toss it? It's pretty convenient. Like, this music even uses...
Garfield!
It even uses stereo separation, God help me.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
I don't have my other headphone in, so... Okay.
Yeah, I have heard some of the Garfield and Friends re-releases are garbage. Like, they cut out parts of the footage and...
That sucks.
They, like, force widescreen.
No. Okay, Garfield, don't do that. Garfield might die. God.
See, all I'm hoping for is a U.S. Acres cameo. I would take Orson, the duck, that thing in the egg. I'd even take the egg. Sheldon, that was his name.
Yeah.
Bazinga.
Andy.
It was mentioned on Twitter earlier when I announced this stream, but... Okay, so... Cadillac Cats versus U.S. Acres. Who would win?
The Cadillac Cats, they know how to fight.
Yeah, they literally live in a junkyard.
Orson is soft.
Yeah, he's coddled. He has someone feed him, take care of him. Cadillac Cats, they know what real life is. Congratulations! You did good.
They live on the street.
Alright, I think you've done a good showcase of this game.
Okay.
Nice work on that side-scrolling platforming you did.
Everybody look at Garfield some more.
Okay, so we've seen Garfield's offerings on DS. Not bad. The first game I thought was just kind of average, but this game has an actual developer behind it who did good stuff, and the platforming itself was pretty creative, especially considering it's a licensed game. So, seeing that, what does Heathcliff have for us?
Well, Heathcliff.
No one should.
Terrorize the neighborhood.
Heathcliff just won't be undone.
Oh, this is the one I gotta... Okay.
Alright, so this game's fun. It's especially fun for Alex, because this game requires you to hold the DS in a 270-degree rotation. Luckily, this emulator does have support for that, so once we switch to the actual gameplay, we'll be switching our layout. There
so this is Heathcliff.
Heathcliff, frantic photo.
That's here. It's got multiplayer. I think it's like with multiple cards and whatchamacallit.
Oh, okay.
New game. Yeah, like that.
Alright, so seeing what Garfield had to offer, what kind of gameplay can we expect from Heathcliff?
Well, let's see the tutorial.
Okay.
Okay, this shows an interface.
Why is his face like that? Why is he seductive?
Well, he's Heathcliff.
Okay.
Okay. Help items. Add extra time. Freeze time. Shows all the differences. Oh no.
Alex. Well, here we go.
I have to flip the game.
Swap that layout. Let's give Alex a couple minutes here, because this is complex.
Let me pause here.
So, I regret to say, this Heathcliff game, the only physical Heathcliff game available for consoles or portables... Well, that's not entirely true. There is one Wii game. The only other Heathcliff game released for consoles or portables is a freaking Spot the Differences game. So easy to do that. Just so simple. Alright, and then the emulator.
Chat.
Yeah, it's a process.
It's a process. We do appreciate your patience.
Now, let me tell you a secret. Earlier I said there was a lost Heathcliff game for DSiWare. That is a game called Heathcliff Spot On. There is not a ROM for this. It is lost media. However, there is a trailer for it, and it's exactly the same as this game, 100%. Like, it uses the same prompts and everything, the same images. Alright, here we go.
Took me a few, but we got it.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's play some Heathcliff.
Oh, I am not testing some garbage here. We are playing Heathcliff.
The frantic photo, aka Spot On, if you happen to get it via DSiWare, which you can now.
We're being told it's on 3DS.
Oh, is it on 3DS? Okay. Oh, that's right, yeah, DSiWare didn't go away entirely. It's still rolled up into the 3DS eShop, so you do have your chance to buy Heathcliff's Spot the Differences game on your 3DS. Use that chance while you have it.
Let's spot some differences.
Alright, it says rat instead of pest.
I hate these games, but...
Well, they were very popular on DS. Many games tried to position this as being brain training, like you were making yourself smarter by spotting the differences. Now, what I'm wondering
I'm checking
is...
chat.
What I'm wondering is if they, if after you finish a level, do they tell you the punchline? Or does this just exist in a void? You don't get a punchline with this.
Thank you, everybody, for helping me cheat. I do appreciate it.
Oh yeah, this is interactive cheating time. So
Yes,
if you
please
have,
help me cheat.
if you see something that Alex hasn't spotted, point it out. We want to make this a world record Heathcliff photo finish speedrun.
There are 5 differences, by the way. So there's one more difference. Yeah, It keeps telling me to go to the wall here, and I don't. Why are they wearing socks? Because they don't want to bring in
Why is the pest guy wearing socks?
The shoes are different.
Today I saw a video of a guy ripping up the drywall off of his game room, and a bunch of rats came out.
What?
The rats had infested his man cave.
What? What? What?
It was pretty good.
You should have told me that.
Oh, you don't get the punchline. It just presents these comics like altered and without a punchline, so you don't even get to see the hilarious subtitle.
Whimware.
Whimware. Alright, what other differences do y'all see? Song looks the same.
No tie, thank you. I do appreciate everyone in chat telling me how to play. Yeah, you're right, there are extra mirror slashes. I do like...
So are we going to discuss Heathcliff in a thong?
No!
Okay. It's a Speedo, technically. Okay, you're right.
Be nice.
Boogloo points out the developer also made a game called Damn for Windows, spelled D-A-M-N.
You're right, he has a less healthy body image in the other photo. He does not have a... Shut up! You cannot see any genitalia of
Oh yeah,
Heathcliff.
dick print, that's a difference.
Oh, you're right. Thank you.
Hey, okay.
This is way better with the help of chat.
Yeah, it is. It's not frustrating. I'd love to know what the punchlines are, but I guess we're just divorced from all sorts of humor here.
Also, unfortunately, I'm pretty sure Garbage Ape isn't in this, but,
Yeah, for those who haven't been keeping track, Heathcliff is essentially Garfield mixed with The Far Side, is the most accurate description I've seen. It's kind of a surrealist comic where the punchlines don't make a lot of sense, and yet they keep repeating them anyway. Like, they have a series of strips about a garbage ape, who is an ape who upends garbage cans at night in Heathcliff's town, and that's the extent of the joke. Like, it'll just show the garbage ape, and then one of the characters will say, "There goes the garbage ape," and that's the joke.
And it's hilarious!
And it is hilarious!
Fucking Top Cat was there once!
There's also, yeah, he's really... Heathcliff is really fast and loose with the guest characters, to the point where in our Discord people are positing that they didn't get permission.
No,
like,
they got permission. They got permission.
But the St. Patrick's Day one blew me away, because it had green-colored Heathcliff with other green characters, including Kermit, Shrek, Beast Boy from Teen Titans, Yoda. Heathcliff is friends with a lot of powerful people, is all I can tell you.
I actually want to know the punchline for this.
Okay, everyone, make your own punchline for this strip.
Best punchline gets read out loud by me.
Everyone's racking their brains to be the next Heathcliff comedian.
Okay, How old were you when you learned that football wasn't real?
Okay,
That's a good one.
Abby linked to the St. Patrick's Day strip. Yeah, I wasn't lying. Shrek really is in a Heathcliff strip, like, within the last few months, even. Maybe we're not number one. That's good, too.
You're a piece of shit, Heathcliff. I like that one, thank you.
I got one. Christ, what an asshole.
Someone already said that.
Oh, okay. Damn it. Well, for what this is, it's pretty fully featured. It gives you power-ups. There's a lot of strips to look through. A lot of classic Heathcliff in there. Divorced from their original punchlines.
Yeah, there's none of those weird Heathcliff helmets, because they wear helmets that, like, say shit now.
Yeah, that's his big thing. Like, he'll go up to the deli wearing his ham helmet, and the deli people working there are all like, uh-oh, look out, he's got his ham helmet.
That's funny! I'm sorry! Why is that funny to me?
Maybe I'm just twisted. Maybe I've been worn down by years and years and years of shitty comedy, but... or maybe it's just something you only understand when you're older. Maybe when you hit the age 30, Heathcliff starts to make sense to you, and that's kind of scary to me.
So this game, with the help of chat, is a delight.
Yeah, you're doing great.
Is this all there is? I just love this with the money and the...
Wow, what? I can't even come up with a punchline for this.
Here's your drugs, sir.
You didn't see nothing, see?
God. Is he soliciting the worm? You chat keeps
here's a punchline. Hey baby, how much?
Danny! Jesus Christ! He is Heathcliff. Who knows what's up with him? Can you explain this?
So hopefully by now you see what I mean by this being a surrealist comic. Yeah. Hey, at least it's not the Lockhorns.
Are you seeing what's happening here?
No, I can't. I can barely parse it.
Let's see. Chad making actual good caption here. The Heimfish maneuver.
That's good.
The Heimcliff maneuver.
His owner does kind of look like Willy from Alf. Maybe the two things are linked. In fact, they are. Before the show, the Discord posted all kinds of bizarre Heathcliff crossover comics. It was released under Marvel Star?
Yes, Marvel Star's line. They had a bunch of licensed comics. I think that's what Alf was under for a while.
Now, what these comics were is that they were digest size, like those little fat books that Archie puts out. It was just compilations of unrelated comics that happened to be released under the Marvel banner. But they would have these covers where, like, Alf was palling along with Heathcliff, and they were, like, talking to Baby Kermit from Muppet Babies, and there's a Madball there for some reason. Mm-hmm. So it's just these nightmarish creations that combine all the best properties from the 80s, especially Madballs.
Everyone loves Madballs. Okay, I've got one more left. Folks.
Heathcliff in MCU? Yeah, he's in Avengers if you look hard enough.
Honestly, I would watch Heathcliff in MCU.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, her tail's missing. Alright, thank you again, chat. You're making... God, I hate that weird Heathcliff look.
This is just a shitpost. I'm sorry. Especially with the two different spellings of Wii-O. Yeah, Wii-O, Wii-U.
Oh, Garfield's not in handcuffs in this one.
Boogaloo, I have indeed seen the Marmaduke movie. It's not the worst dog movie, believe it or not. Marmaduke himself is pretty much a nightmare, though.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking.
Who owns Heathcliff's IP? This is like Universal Features? Universal King Syndicate, maybe?
Oh yeah.
Speech bubble counts as 2.
That sucks. Chat just saying foot. I know what you mean, but... Okay. We're doing good, Danny.
Now, the promo for this game I saw said you could spot the differences and then color the pictures. So far, there's no coloring. Alright, caption this.
Christ, what an asshole.
Yeah, that works.
Fucking landlords, I like that.
They cliffed me. Capitalism. Yeah, maybe they just meant that there are color pictures in addition to the black and white pictures. I could have been reading too much into it. This is a
I'm back here with my worm money.
I'm gonna solicit worms with that money. Hey!
Stop soliciting worms.
Oh, that Heathcliff.
That's... I mean, I shouldn't tell him what to do. He can live his fucking life, I guess. Is Heathcliff powerful? Like, do you think he has, like, social status and power?
Well, he wields influence over all the animals, and apparently all the celebrity animals as well. He can just get him to show up and party with the garbage ape.
No one can find the last one, so they're all given, let's see, my green napkins, my abrasive scrubbing pads, now I only have $90 million after the 70% marginal tax rate. Hold on. I need to, about to... If they can't find it, I'll find it.
Just cheat, use an item. There it is. The side of the building, of course. Catch the mice.
Oh shit, a real game!
You get a bonus level! Here we go. Here we freaking go. And it's whack-a-mole.
Looks like shit.
It's real shit whack-a-mole. What happens if you click on Heathcliff?
I'm afraid.
Oh, that's all. We're pioneers, you know. I don't think anyone has streamed this much Heathcliff frantic photo.
Are we gonna get a reward or something?
Call him Heathcliff.
Call him all kinds of shit.
One thing I noticed is it's kind of disturbing how well the two names combine. Like, you can either get Garfcliff or Heathfeld. Both extremely valid cartoon names.
Also, why are they both named after dead US presidents?
That is kind of suspicious, isn't it? It's like how Chubby Checker named himself after Fats Domino.
Yeah, I got 45. I got a new item. Oh shit, what's a new item?
Heathcliff Ledger.
There was no President Heathcliff?
Oh, Alex, you were misinformed.
Uh-oh, is that why nobody retweeted my shit? I get it.
Oh, here we go. Why is there a wizard?
Tax reparations?
I agree, but that's neither here nor there, Heathcliff.
Well, I'm sorry that I said that there was a President Heathcliff. I guess I should apologize.
You were spreading a falsehood.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's the tax wizard.
Alright, just one more. What items did I get? Oh, I got a timer. Whoopty shit.
That's his catchphrase, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Whoopty shit. Now, there was a Heathcliff cartoon in the 80s, some of you may remember. Had a cool theme song, had his buddies, the Cadillac Cats. Essentially, it was like a lesser Garfield and Friends, though Garfield and Friends came later.
Should I finish up here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, okay, so here's the results of the battle. Garfield came in strong with two extremely good license games for DS. Well, not extremely good, but extremely present. So if this was a war, Garfield showed up ready to fight. He showed up with all the guns, all the missiles, just ready to stomp that fucker into the ground. Heathcliff didn't even show up. He didn't show up to the fight. He just said, Garfield, you win. All I have is a hidden object game. I can't compete with that.
And he can. I can.
I expected more from Heathcliff. I expected a fight. I expected some Cadillac Cats minigames. I expected him to call out Garfield by name.
Mm-hmm. You expected him to say, I'm coming for you, asshole!
Yeah, exactly. And that didn't happen. So at least here on Nintendo DS, Garfield is the clear winner. Congrats, Garfield.
Congrats.
But we're not fighting merely on the portable gaming playfield. We're also fighting on the Wii generation. What was that, 7th generation? Something like that.
Something.
And we have a couple of games to show you for that, which will require a little bit of setup, so please excuse us for a couple minutes while I actually get this working.
Alright, what are we playing next, Danny?
Next up, we are playing The Garfield Show, Threat of the Space Lasagna. Is that really what it's called?
Mm-hmm. Have you seen The Garfield Show? It's exceptionally bad.
Yeah, that's that 3D one they've been putting out. They've got a few specials on it.
It's not good.
Never heard a kind thing said about that cartoon.
It feels like a shovelware show. I don't know how else to put it.
Shovelware show.
I know, but it really does.
I'm sure right now Alex is just feeling relief over no longer having to play DS games. Good job with those. Everyone give him a hand.
Yeah, it's an offshoot of Garfield Gets Real. I know it's in the same universe, and it's like very cheaply. It's like for CG animation, it's surprisingly cheap.
Set our audio offset to 700 if you haven't.
Can do.
Gotta get proper timing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're moving up in the world. No more DS shovelware. Instead, we're getting good old Nintendo Wii shovelware.
Oh, I love it.
This is the Garfield Show, Threat of the Space Lasagna.
The Garfield Show just feels like it's translated through like a bunch of different like Google Translate filters. I don't know, except animation.
Are we rating Garfield Go? We aren't touching mobile games for the moment. We're just doing console and portable stuff.
I played Garfield Go.
How is it?
Krungo knows that because I played it like when we went out like to get some food one time, and I was just going around. Well, Garfield Go is not super great. You can win free Domino's gift certificates amongst other things. Let me just enlarge this.
Oh, it uses PhysX.
Oh, you know it's got to be good.
We got actual physics going on here.
But, oh,
there he is.
I really hate his CG modeling.
Yeah, the CG modern Garfield is kind of a love it or hate it thing, and many people hate it.
I do. Sorry.
But Garfield must live on. He must continue to be licensed and franchised until there is no more Garf to give. And thus we end up with the Garfield Show, Threat of the Space Lasagna.
Almost. There we go. Perfect. There's your perfect Garf screen so you can get all the Garf you can handle.
Alright, next gen Garf. This is it. Though this is not the most recent Garfield console game, or at least it won't be later this year, because immediately after I decided to do this stream, they announced that Garfield Kart 2 is coming to Xbox One, PS4, and Switch. So there will be a new console Garfield game very soon. For a time, though, this was the last one they made, and let's see how this is.
I just want to mention that there was a copyright for in quotes, Garfield Cartoon Show. So that's
just Garfield Cartoon Show, you know.
The Garfield Show is a Garfield cartoon created by YouTube algorithms? Yes, it is. What's your name?
Yeah, there you go. A true Garfield name. Oh, you can wear fancy stuff. Look at that.
So it's fucking it's TF2.
You can dress him up. Put him in all kinds of shit. Actually, I just want him with a mohawk.
I've been linked to. Oh, I can click on things again. I'm excited. I'm gonna click on this Heathcliff and. Have you seen this one?
Whoa, poop butt!
This is my favorite.
That's a good one.
That's actually I actually have that saved.
Anyway, we have an intro here. It's animated.
It looks good for what it is.
Did it show Garf living? Was that Florida?
Sure, I think so.
Chief, we have finished the reconnaissance mission. Our scout is back.
I'm glad they're Italian.
He has come to give his report.
Hey, I'm a lasagna over here.
Well, is that a monster still around gulping down our fellow creatures?
More than ever, Chief, and he is being helped by those strange creatures called the mice.
We shall use them to neutralize that orange monstrosity.
But how can we approach him, Chief? He's so scared, and he...
Silence, ricotta! You unappetizing lasagna! We shall hypnotize them so they can take care of him or us!
It's like the intro to a Bubsy game.
This is why Elon Musk wants into space.
I gotta destroy the lasagna!
The Chief.
Oh, they're tiny.
First part, successful. Don't forget the Urano disruptor is set.
Odie, you fuck up.
Search the house and hit
Please,
the
Odie.
you find.
Yes, sir. It is time for our people to hit the back.
This is literally walking food, Odie. All you have to do is be a dog.
No.
Squeak, what are you doing?
Garfield! The lasagna from outer space are everywhere!
What?
They're hypnotizing the mice to capture you and...
What do you mean?
They're coming! Run! How awful, Garfield!
Oh, what have I gotten myself
Hypnotized
into?
mice are spreading throughout the city. You must return them to their normal state.
I guess we gotta.
And how am I supposed to do that? By using my incredible charm? By singing them a lullaby? I don't even know where they're hiding.
It's much simpler than that, Garfield. I've noticed that my hypnotized friends don't
They don't feel any pain.
A few blows to the head.
These rats are all on PCP.
Jesus!
That doesn't sound too complicated. I could probably finish by lunchtime.
I've marked a few places on this map. Choose a place to confront a group of mice. Once you've accomplished your objectives, I'll give you more information. Let's go.
Alright, let's confront that group of mice. Over here, I guess. Pizzeria DeVito.
Some mice are hiding in the Pizzeria DeVito. Let's catch them.
Okay.
Use the lasso to catch the mice.
Buttman, Jesus.
Steal the cakes and take them to the mice on the edge of the table.
God help me, this game actually uses Wii Motion Plus, so if you have one of those, congratulations, there's a third game you can use it with. After Wii Sports and Red Steel 2. Luckily it has support for the regular one.
Yeah, yeah, Garfield does sound very much like, oh no, Dr. Connor's class.
He does have that kind of laziness sound to his voice, though, so that's appropriately Garfieldian.
Oh no, it's a motion game. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, this is a motion-controlled minigames compilation from what I've seen. A la Rayman and his hated rabbids. Fucking hate the rabbids.
You know they have an arcade game.
They're like shitty minions. Open your eyes, people.
That's true, they're both French. They both scream.
Alright, so for this freaking game, you gotta twist the Wii remote and then make your thing. You gotta make it charge up, and then you gotta do the mice, and then you swing them and, like, rope them up. That's basically it. I'm pretty sure there's a minigame in Rabbids that's exactly like this. And this is up to 4-player, so 4 of your Garf-loving friends can join in.
Well, Buttman is doing really well.
Yeah, Buttman's kicking ass. Yeah, you gotta spin the Wii remote to get it all nice and going, then you hit A, and then you hit A again to grab.
Okay, so interesting fact from Electric Boogaloo here. Eco Software, the devs behind this, were originally a team within Cryo Interactive who spun off when Cryo closed and became independent.
Oh my god, so these people worked with David Cage at one point.
So this is, let's just say David Cage worked on this.
Yeah.
I know it's not true, but
This game is a result of David Cage existing.
This is David Cage's,
his legacy. So anyone play this? Anyone have any experience with this game?
is Dave, you know what, I bet David Cage seems like a Garfield fan.
I bet he has a Garfield room.
Garf, no.
Oh, twofer.
Press X to hate Mondays.
It's kind of hard to twirl the thing. Maybe it would be easier if I had a Wii Motion Plus.
That's what I'm thinking. Oh, they were formed in 1999, so that means that David Cage wasn't there. I don't want to I'm sorry, but I don't want to believe reality.
Reality sucks.
I'm gonna say this is a David Cage joint.
I refute your reality and replace it with my own, in which David Cage is a big Garfield fan.
He's a massive Garfield fan.
did it. Take a bow, folks.
Oh, they beat you up. I don't know if we did it.
How could I have done that better? I don't think it's possible. Certainly not using the controls I was given. I thought I was winning too! Garfield loses! By which metric?
Well, I think you may have had to catch them faster, but again, I don't know how you could have gone any faster.
Okay, well, let's try that again. Oh, well, we can go to the butcher shop too.
Some mice have entered the butcher shop. Let's see what they're up to. Get rid of the clinging mice.
Attack by jumping on Garfield.
Garfield
Oh, okay.
Clinging on.
Oh no, I see what this is. This is a 1v3 kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, one player's Garfield, the other is the bastard mice. The Wii balance board! Does this game just use every peripheral? Does it use a gun?
Better. I want to see Garfield just fucking...
Reproduce Garfield's movements, so...
shake back and forth.
Okay. Suddenly Week of Garfield's starting to look pretty good.
We don't... I don't even know where the balance board is.
It's under the bed.
So you can go to any thrift store and buy 20.
Yeah, if you ever need a balance board, boy, Goodwill's got you covered.
Shake! Shake!
Get off my nuts, please!
Oh my god! They are on your nuts! Are you shaking the remote?
Should I? I don't...
I thought that... Okay.
This mouse is not... It's like he's clinging. He's on it. Okay. So I'm shaking.
Yeah, you gotta shake, shake.
It looks like only the rats can aim.
Alright.
Oh, okay, so do they have to attach him there? Do they really have to attach him there, in that spot?
Rats on my nuts. Rats on my nuts.
Literally all you do in this game is shake the Wii remote. You're Garfield.
You shake the rats from your nuts.
Oh man, come on. Please don't GIF this. That's...
Yeah, it's an early Friday today.
There might be kids watching.
Oh. I hope not. We put the alert, we put a thing before our show that says only mature audiences.
Odie is just traipsing around back there having a good old time while I'm getting my nuts attacked by mice. By PCP-addicted mice.
Here, stop! Stop saying these mice are addicted. You don't know if they're on PCP. I bet the only drug they're on is the PSP.
They're high on life.
Mm-hmm.
And Garfield's nuts. Why does this exist, Alex? A Week of Garfield is better than this. Garfield Caught in the Act is better than this. That one fucking Amiga game where he kept making that creepy face whenever he picked up something, that was better than this.
Oh, that was way better. Garfield.
At least I was doing something in that game other than just shaking a thing.
I hate when you shake them off your fucking...
I hate when they cling onto it. They directly aim on it.
Yeah, I guess I'm pretty sure Garfield is neutered.
That's true. He's not getting anything out of this. Despite the look on his face.
Yeah, he's making some faces.
Stop!
Oh, if you love waggling,
If
this is
love,
the game for you.
If you have some weird Garf freak things, you will love this. You like feet,
Ugh.
you like rats, this is for you.
Christ almighty. Oh, they're back to normal now.
Yeah, they're fine.
Well, that's one of the worst things we've ever streamed on this show. I'm sorry you had to see that.
Well. Oh boy. I want to get a lot of the chat neutered.
Go to church, people.
Bravo! You have freed a group of mice.
Bravo!
But many more still need your help. Hurry up, go to the different places shown on the map.
Yeah. Is there any other place I can go? Oh, bowling with Odie.
Mice is hiding in John's place. Steer Odie to shake off the mice.
I can steer Odie. Yeah, just do this.
Okay.
Somehow I think you got the better end of the deal in this week's stream. Like that platformer game, that looked pretty good.
Honestly, I think I did play the better games.
And I gotta be real here, Garfield's showing a moment of weakness. This is a time for Heathcliff to show up and really show him how it's done. So I'm really looking forward to that Heathcliff Wii game.
This looks like it plays like shit.
Yeah.
The mice's motivations, if you didn't pay attention, which you should have, Video Game King, is that they are hypnotized to ruin Garfield's time because the space lasagnas are pissed off at Garfield and, you know, eats lasagna. And...
Oh, I see. You gotta steer Odie into the...
yeah, you gotta steer Odie into the mice.
Can I restart this? I didn't want to... I want to min-max this game. Boy, this is taking me back. Remember when all the games for the Nintendo Wii were like this? Like, literally all of them?
It really was bad.
Continuing
I like
button.
Gaspard.
That was my first attempt.
Alright, let's go bowling.
A group of mice.
Okay, now we got this.
Steer Odie to shape.
Steer Odie. What's some other recent Garfield news? There was the Lost Comics. There was Garfield Kart 2 announced.
Oh yeah, there was, of course, the Toronto-based Garfield Entergagement app.
Oh yeah, that's pretty recent too.
Yeah, I think that's open now, so if you want, you can go and...
Everyone talking about that Garfield. Alright, in this game you gotta guide the helicopter around to make Odie follow it and run over the rats.
Is it fun?
No. I do appreciate that it's not traditional multiplayer. I appreciate that one player is given a different task than the other three. That does give it a slightly different feel than the other multiplayer party games. It gives it the edge over Imagine Party Babies, I can tell you that much.
It is better than Imagine Party Babies. That for sure I can say.
But is it better than Celebrity Showdown? That's the question.
I don't think it's better than that one Wii U game where you throw garbage or whatever.
That was Block Party.
Block Party, yeah.
You know, it's been so long since we streamed Block Party, I bet most people don't even remember we played it, but that was probably the worst Wii minigame compilation I've ever seen, and we showed it off once.
Oh yeah, the Garfield phones were washing up on beaches and...
Oh, that too, yeah! Weird. Yeah, there was a derelict storage crate of Garfield phones that was lost off the coast of France years ago, and in the decades since, phones had been washing up on the beach, and nobody knew why.
They found them. Also, I think it was either in was it in France that happened?
Yeah, I think it was France.
French Riviera, beautiful Garf phones, as far as the eye can see. Oh, I know about the Garfield-shaped pizza. You can get that at Garfield Eats. Is anyone here in the area? Is anyone here, like, in the area of Canada where you can actually engage with the Garfield Eats restaurant? Because I want to know what it's like. Listen, that Garfield phone thing may have been a year ago, but we are tight on Garfield.
It's still fairly recent.
Yeah.
It's still fresh on our minds.
We will never forget it.
I think I'm gonna win this one. Buttman wins again.
Thanks, Buttman.
So I've got a hot take for you. Garfield games from the 80s and 90s, way better than modern Garfield games. That one DS game accepted. Can you disagree?
I will never disagree.
Well done,
okay.
Garfield. You released
Oh, was it so long ago? It was in the previous
Seen
Garfield
nothing?
stream.
I didn't
God.
think they'd be so different.
Look,
Again, there's
this is a once-in-a-lifetime thing. We have to discuss it as much as possible.
3 mice are getting away in the
Alright, we're gonna play this minigame and then we're gonna move on to Heathcliff, who I think has a good chance of pulling ahead of Garfield.
Zigzag between
All Heathcliff has to do
the
is not eat shit at
bonuses.
the kart racing genre.
Yeah, I heard about the review of Garfield Eats and how it was not good and how it was actually pretty mediocre.
Point and twist.
It's also pretty pricey, too, for, like, mediocre food.
Yeah, but Garfield.
And it apparently only uses extremely local ingredients, which is why it's so pricey. But
Oh.
it's mediocre. So, we need to go to Toronto and eat that.
Garfield is all about locally sourced produce.
Can someone get me a passport and an airline ticket and money for pizza?
I promised to make a clickbait YouTube video with my face on the thumbnail, being all like, I went to Canada for Garfield?
Oh, that's actually news. Paws Incorporated closed their studios, and now all the Paws employees work from home.
Oh, wow.
That's actually news.
That is news.
Paws Incorporated is basically the Garfield Corporation. That's who does the art, the comic. I know the comic is like a little bit Jim Davis and mostly assistants right now.
Oh,
Thanks.
twist the remote to move it, okay.
Good luck, Danny.
Yum. Food.
So you gotta eat the food and avoid the garbage.
Yeah, just like real life.
Yeah,
So
you're
you-
always running into garbage.
You do this by twisting the Wii remote, which is not a traditional thing you do with the thing. I mean, it is possible. Some games have made you do it.
Man, that actually does suck about whatchamacallit, pausing going from home only. 'Cause that was a big part of that part of Indiana, if I recall. I don't think it was like a massive player or anything, but man,
Times are changing.
end of an era. Everyone has to work from home now.
No one wants Garfield anymore. They just want Heathcliff.
Heathcliff really speaks to the millennials, though.
Where are these bonuses they speak of? So far, it's just like crap. Okay, there's one.
Food.
Food. Oh, lasagna coming up. So this would be interesting for the other players because you're given helpful items and hurtful items, and you need to like throw the helpful items away from Garfield.
Oh man, I wonder, apparently Paws Inc. had a massive Garfield merch collection on site. I wonder, in like an archive of it, I wonder what happened to that. You think that's just in Jim Davis's house now?
Yeah, probably.
How big do you think Jim Davis's house is?
It's a 20-story estate
Oh, wow.
full of Garf merchandise. I'm doing horribly at this. I'm not gonna beat this.
Yeah, they are getting the car engines thrown at y'all.
Even as far as minigame compilations go, this is not especially great. I would expect more from Garfield, frankly.
They sold the merch on eBay, Krungo? Don't lie to me, that would be awful. Oh, I guess the fans have it now. Oh.
Yeah. The fans do adore Garfield. I'm sure it's in good hands now.
Why am I feeling bad about a Garfield merch archive?
Better or worse than City Escape?
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna say that City Escape beats Garfield in this case. Yeah, shake your finger at me, you fuck.
Jim Davis's house is on a 21-acre farm.
Wow. He runs a literal Orson's farm.
That's why he does Orson's farm. I'm not clicking on Heathcliff characters. I don't need to know the Heathcliff characters.
Garfield loses. Garfield loses.
Oh, his house is massive!
Quit spying on Jim Davis's house
It was
and give me an
linked to.
interstitial screen.
It was linked to.
Thank you. Ah, Garfield show. Threat of the space lasagna. Finally, Garfield gets what's coming to him with a extremely underwhelming game. Wasn't horrible. Could have done a lot better, especially considering it's Garfield. But the next game I'm really excited about because this is a real Heathcliff game. This is not a Spot the Differences game. Next up, we're going to play Heathcliff the Fast and the Furriest. This is a kart racing game. It was released exclusively on the Nintendo Wii. Never ported anywhere else. And in just a few moments, you will be seeing it unfold live in front of your eyes. Yes, it will be unfold. Scroll over to Heathcliff. There it is. This game is 700 megabytes of pure Heathcliff. Do it.
Okay, Danny, don't.
This is your chance, Heathcliff. Don't blow it. None of that spot the differences shit. Garbage ape, tell him to shove it. This is your time to shine.
Listen, if they let me... Oh, I wish. If they let me choose the Cadillac Cats, I will choose the Cadillac Cats, but I have a feeling that's a separate IP.
Fitzroy Media. Hey, Storm City Games! The same people who made Frantic Photo. I'm sure they can make a kart racer. Okay, so slide, deploy weapon, pick up, accelerate, decelerate.
Oh, looks like you need a...
Yeah, you gotta hold it like a...
No, you need the nunchuck.
Oh, I do?
Yeah, they had a nunchuck for steering if you're not using the wheel.
Oh, I can just use motion controls.
Okay, well, good luck.
I know nothing about this game. I tested it up to see if it worked. That's my extent of it. I hope this really expands the Heathcliff universe.
Good friend!
This is good. This is unnecessary detail. That's a good sign.
Yeah, we talked about that earlier in Video Game King. There is a sequel, Garfield kart game, coming out.
Yep, coming out for PC, Switch, PS4, and Xbox One.
What is that?
What is that lumpy potato Heathcliff doing here?
Turns down a little, and what?
That's a little bit better.
No way, use the Potato Man.
Okay.
Thank you.
His name is Potato.
I love you, Potato.
Potato Cliff. Alright, we got some options here. Oh. Okay. The fish is in his mouth!
Fishbone, yeah, he's chewing on it like a fucking... like a cigar.
Yeah, like a cigarette coming out of his mouth.
And he's pretty edgy, you know.
He's basically the James Dean of cats.
Story mode. I've got to see the story of this game.
What kind of story could you possibly have in Heathcliff, the kart racer? Alright, so there's some aliens. They discovered Earth. They discovered Heathcliff.
Oh no, they captured Sonia.
You rascals! No, we have to beat them through competition. And his dog friend is gonna help too.
God, they have such weird designs here.
They do. It's like semi-modernized, but not really. Oh, well, that's the story.
Apparently even Ty Tuesday couldn't get into this, this is...
Aw, damn it.
Yes,
I want this to be good. This should be Heathcliff's defining moment. Damn it, Storm City Games. I don't know about this. And away they go.
So he just has dubstep now.
That was one of the power-ups I got.
He's making weird noises.
Maybe one of the power-ups turns his car into a lowrider. That would be cool.
Those are just hot dogs that said Zoinks next to them.
That's
cool.
pretty wacky. Well, this isn't the worst looking Wii game I've seen. It's fairly colorful, kind of detailed. I guess it looks like the source material. Famous Heathcliff shield.
I think if we want to see the Cadillac Cats again, you have to get in contact with their original creator, because it's an entirely separate team, an entirely separate IP from the Heathcliff IP.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they're any of the rival racers either. I think it's just aliens.
No.
Wasted opportunity, right?
How does it control?
It controls fine. It's motion controls. It's pretty much just they ripped off Mario Kart.
Thanks for the resub, dude. We're glad you like our show.
Nice, thank you.
That lady's
Yeah, pass in front of me.
Oh my god, you do have a gun!
Yeah, he has a gun. This is 187 Ride or Die now.
Oh, this sucks.
Now, when was the last time you heard anyone reference 187 Ride or Die?
I unfortunately not enough. I don't think the children know about Ride or Die. I don't think the millennials...
That was a kart racer for grown-ups, I tell you what. This is doing nothing.
Well, you need to aim better.
But I had 30 shots and they all missed.
Thank God, honestly.
Imagine Heathcliff with a gun.
No!
Yeah, you don't have to imagine, it's real. Ooh, he's cloaked.
Where is he?
Look at this rubber banding. That's shameful.
Let's see. Chad says, Frumple says, I should say, can't believe I'm going to say this, but this is no Garfield card.
It really isn't.
Watch where you're going.
So here's the thing, I actually do have a copy of Garfield Kart on Steam because they sell it for 99 cents like every other week. But the choice was between making Alex play DS games or making him set up a PC game for play on stream. And I decided to be nice and make him play DS games.
Hey, watch where you're going.
I guess someday we'll have to cover Garfield Kart. Maybe it'll be after the sequel releases, we can compare and contrast. And maybe there will be a modding scene where they replace Garfield with Heathcliff. And then you can get your Cadillac cats you want so much.
They were created, the Cadillac Cats were created by Gene Shalopin and Bruno.
No, it was a Deke original, so they weren't part of the original strip.
No, I figured they were, because they're credited separately in the credits, like the Cadillac Cats. And originally, like, this was called Cats and Company. It seems like it was just a separate thing, and then they got the Heathcliff license, and so they just tacked that shit on. I don't know anything about the history of it.
Man, the Cadillac Cats could have been something.
It really should have been something.
Instead, they just stood in the shadow of giants.
Oh, God, all the overlaying music.
Yeah, it needs at least 3 more music tracks playing at the same time.
I hate that you just have a gun, and you're just fucking shooting it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, they really should reboot Cadillac Cats for the modern era. For the millennials, for the Zoomers, for
they have that edge. They got that sexy girl cat. People are all into that now.
Oh, they love her.
Cleo.
Cleo, yes.
Cleo. And then there was Mongo.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was no, sorry, I don't remember any of the other names.
I don't care about the other ones.
All about that Cleo and Mongo.
There was also Heathcliff and Marmaduke. No one remembers that show, but...
No one should.
Oh, they've appeared in the Heathcliff comics? I have to see this, Danny. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, they have made cameo appearances. But again, they're kind of playing fast and loose with licensed characters, so who even knows? Are people just afraid to tell Heathcliff no? Because he's been around for a million years?
You've seen Garbage Ape. Would you tell him no?
Yeah, fair point. Hey, we're at an amusement park. That's in San Francisco?
Listen, San Francisco is an amusement park for the rich. That's my political take of the day.
Damn. Here's the second Golden Gate Bridge. That one's green. Alright, so serious question time. Which is the better Wii game? Garfield and the Space Lasagna or Heathcliff, Fast and the Furriest? I think we have an actual competition here because neither game is especially good. I mean, at least this isn't a minigame compilation, right? They tried something different, even if that something is just another easily cloned formula.
Let's see, Heathcliff is packing heat, Garfield by a wide margin. Okay, so this game was developed by the India-based EC Interactive with some design by the Serbian developer Apex.
Oh, interesting. It is a multinational production.
This is the Coffin Dodgers level of Kart Racer. Well, that's true. Nothing has grabbed onto Heathcliff's groin area.
Yeah, so. That hasn't happened. And I don't think it's going to happen either. I think Heathcliff has more class than that.
Yeah, no one's slapping Heathcliff's junk here.
No one is aiming directly for it and then just clinging onto it for dear life. I wish there were more people to shoot.
That's true. Danny, please don't say that.
With Heathcliff's gun. Wait, that doesn't make it any better.
That makes it extremely worse.
Pumpkin. Take that. You notice how he just kind of mutters under his breath? Like Mario's all like, woohoo! And he's just like, yeah, take that, fucker. I guess Heathcliff is kind of a mutterer. Like, he wouldn't say shit to your face, he would just do it behind your back.
You'll be sorry.
Excuse me? Who was that?
Do that again and you'll be sorry.
Yeah, I guess both Heathcliff and Garfield love guns.
Yeah, they share their love for the Second Amendment.
Oh, it sucks. I don't want to think about these characters shooting me.
Who keeps wolf whistling at me?
Me! I can't get over this hot cat.
Like Heathcliff.
Oh, the dog is wolf whistling at us? Well,
I see.
buddy, I'm married. So, no thank you.
I'm disappointed in you, Heathcliff. I thought you were storing up all your energy for this one big breakout game.
So do you think Garfield drags them out into the street and Heathcliff shoots them?
That's the fatality move, yeah. If Garfield was in Mortal Kombat, that would be his finishing move.
See, I hate this so much.
Yeah, this is not great.
Heathcliff would just get the garbage ape to knock you around. I wish this had garbage ape, but I'm pretty sure this was let's see, BGA, before Garbage Ape.
You know, Garbage Ape dramatically disappeared in 2017. He had one final comic.
I thought he's not still appearing?
Yeah, it was all like, there goes Garbage Ape, bless him. It made it sound really final, like he was going off to his death or something.
Oh man, I thought I'd seen a recent one, but it must have been my imagination.
Well, I've seen all I need to see about this game, and yet we've still got 20 minutes of stream to go.
Garbage Ape still shows up. Okay.
Oh, okay, good.
So he died and came back.
He is risen. Now we're in Heathcliff's hometown.
Well, we need something holy for this god-awful Forsaken stream.
You know, I do have more games planned, just in case these games didn't take up the full 2 hours, but that would be officially going off the rails.
And you'll be sorry.
And you'll be sorry.
And we're being threatened, so maybe we should.
If we stream our next games, none of y'all are gonna like it. All of you are gonna be very unhappy. Which is why we should do it. Alex, put up an interstitial for me.
You're so mean.
So, in the battle of Garfield versus Heathcliff on Wii, kind of a push. The Heathcliff kart game was just okay. The Garfield game was also okay. Well, I did have one other brand of cat games to show off.
No.
Well, we've seen Garfield, we've seen Heathcliff, but another battle was waging on the Game Boy Advance between one cat. It was Inner Turmoil. We're going to finish this stream off by doing something I wish I didn't have to do, but circumstances demand it. This is the Cat in the Hat versus the Cat in the Hat.
Which one's first, Danny?
The first one. Alright, so let this also be a warning to anyone who wants to play Cat in the Hat games on GBA. There's one good game, and one game you don't want to play. The first game I'm going to show off is called Cat in the Hat by Dr. Seuss. The other one is called Dr. Seuss's Cat in the Hat. They're literally two different games. Here we go. So this is the one you may want to show your kids if they're the Cat in the Hat fans. See, look, it takes art direct from the book. Oh yeah, the presentation is widescreen because this is GBA. Okay, Garfield versus Heathcliff Gaiden, Cat in the Hat versus Cat in the Hat on GBA.
Man versus self. Classic literary trope.
Mm-hmm.
cat versus self, I should say.
Let's play this.
Okay.
Look at him.
I don't like that, but stop that, dude. Okay, this could be normal.
Have no fear or tricky? I have no fear. So shortly...
Heathcliff's dad is an escaped convict?
Oh, cool.
Anyways, what were you gonna say, Danny?
Now, before the battle was waging between Heathcliff and Garfield on DS, there was the GBA with 2 distinctly different Cat in the Hat games. Now this is pretty much a direct adaptation of the original book by Dr. Seuss, with art that isn't the same, but recalls the basic look of it. There he is!
I hate him. Actually, he doesn't look that bad. Sorry, I was so hasty to judge there.
So the original story of this book is kids are left home alone, mom and dad are out, and a magical cat comes around to have fun, to show that they can have fun on a rainy day. Let's play Up, Up, Up with a fish.
Okay.
And look at this. This is a direct reference to the book. He does this at one point. And only they're making it playable. It is just a simple minigame, sure, but it does tie into the book, it's thematically appropriate, and the art looks nice.
Oh, it's like for babies, this game.
Excuse me, adults can enjoy it too.
Sorry. I shouldn't claim that this is for children. This game about a children's book for...
Sophisticated adults can enjoy the Cat in the Hat as much as the kids can.
You're right, it's fun for the whole family.
Yeah. From ages 8 to 108. Oh, look out. Don't let him fall, Cat in the Hat. I did it.
Beautiful.
Of course, it never ends when you're the Cat in the Hat. Yes! Let's do one more minigame. Let's go in here. Oh, fun in a box.
I love fun in a box. That's me.
Oh, we gotta help Thing 1 and Thing 2. Oh my god, it's a platformer. Well, here we are. Oh boy.
How's it play?
Oh, not good. Not good at all. Let's try that again.
Okay, I have been linked to something that says shocking revelation, so this better be normal.
What is the shocking revelation about Heathcliff?
It's Heathcliff. He goes into his closet, and it's filled with a bunch of cat heads, and he puts different ones on.
Oh my god!
You got Hello Kitty, Sylvester, Cat in the Hat, Garfield, Felix,
so he's secretly every cat?
Uh-huh, the cat from Mutts, and another cat who I do not recognize. And he's got his different fursuit heads. He must be rich.
Yeah, he's making all that money. Oh,
okay, so this game was developed by Game Titans, who Electric Boogaloo mentions did the Jazz Jackrabbit GBA game.
Alright, so they had some experience with platformers. This is not a great game, but it is for kids. And it's a direct adaptation. Let's do this other stage, I guess.
It's Scratchy from Itchy and Scratchy, not Itchy. Itchy is the mouse, sorry. I show that I'm a fake Simpsons fan once again.
You sure are.
Mm-hmm. Like, this seems... It's not great, but I mean, we've played worse, it looks like.
This is definitely acceptable. This is GBA quality for sure. Now, we did play a couple of Garfield GBA games with our last stream, and those weren't especially good either. Not sure if we can call those better than this, though. We made it home.
This seems like a game for toddlers. And
it
you know
is.
What? That's okay.
There, catch me. There. Fitting in to Thing 1 and Thing 2. Catch him too. Game over.
Oh no.
Oh.
They've been
Alright, throw up a screen for me. There's so that game right there is called The Cat in the Hat by Dr. Seuss. There's a second game called Dr. Seuss's The Cat in the Hat. This is the one you want to avoid at all costs.
Is this? I have a feeling I know why this is bad, but I don't want to jinx it and mention it.
Here we go.
Nope. We're not playing this. This is
I'm sorry,
over.
we had some extra time, so we have to do this.
Oh man, really? Really, sweetie?
Yep.
Sweetie.
Now this, of course, is a different adaptation of The Cat in the Hat. This is based on the feature film that came out several years ago. It's live action.
Ah!
I'm bored, Conrad. I don't like days like this. Can't do anything. Mom took my video games away.
Oh shit. Oh yeah, I forgot this had a weird plot about like a weird step-parents and...
Something like that, yeah.
And then Cat in the Hat was...
It is just one of those rainy days. Well, kids, how about I show you how to have fun when Mom is gone? Ah!
Same! God! No!
That's the perfect reaction.
Ah!
Alright, hands up. Who saw this movie?
I did! We saw it together!
Yeah,
we saw it.
me and Alex have seen this movie a couple of times. It's really bad.
We found some Budweisers in the back of the fridge, and it was like 4 a.m. and we just watched this.
Yeah.
And it sucked.
That's the same way I watched The Grinch, too. The live-action Grinch.
Ugh.
Yeah, they did make a GBA game based on the Mike Myers Cat in the Hat film. Well, Conrad was won over quickly.
So what you need to know about the film, the Cat in the Hat film, if you haven't seen it, it is horny?
It's really horny.
It is stupidly horny.
His umbrella gets an erection.
Stop, his hat gets an erection.
Oh, it's his hat, right.
Yeah.
And then he goes to a dance club and meets Paris Hilton.
And he's like, oh la la. I did not like that film. A lot of people saw this film and they did not like it. People saw it for free and they didn't like it.
I don't believe you, Cat. I'm going to open it right now. Right after being told that he shouldn't open it.
The Dirty Ho joke, yes. Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, that was in the trailer.
That was a bad fucking movie.
And, of course, you control the...
Yikes! Turn it off!
The horribly distended and chubby Mike Myers Cat in the Hat.
No, I don't like that. Oh, I don't like Mike Myers' ass. No, stop! Stop it! Okay, so Digital Eclipse worked on this, and Electric mentions that Mike Mika and Chris Charlo worked on this. So
oh, man!
Great. We have 100 bits from Ed, and Edie, thank you. It says, I saw this an unfortunate amount of times as a kid. I have battle scars knowing
cool.
This film scenes very well. Oh my god, I forgot. There are some of you who weren't like fucking asshole 20-somethings when they saw this like I was.
Yep, some people saw this when they were kids. The right age group for it and everything.
Oh my god!
So you can reach out and poke things with your finger, which makes them encase in a bubble, and then you gotta stomp on them.
Oh my god, I just realized a bunch of kids grew up with those weird nihilist 2000s awful kids movies. I'm so sorry.
Is it any wonder the pickle we're in? America-wise.
You can't put this evil on fucking Master of Disguise.
Can't I?
You can try, but...
Yeah, this game's really unfortunate. This was a time when if you had a movie, it had to be a GBA game. And unfortunately, Cat in the Hat was part of that whole thing.
So how's this?
Well, it's a platformer. It's not especially bad or good. It's better than anything Heathcliff came up with, I'll give you that.
Shrek is bizarrely more positive than any of like the Master of Disguise or the Grinch or the Cat in the Hat, especially the Cat in the Hat, which is just pure nihilism.
Yeah, I'd much rather my kids watch Shrek.
Shrek at least pretends to have some sort of moral to it about beauty standards. So
yeah, the Cat in the Hat is just loud and hateful, from what I remember. Not something you associate with Dr. Seuss.
Blab, yes, that was during the Turtle Club scene where they had that moment of silence.
That is the best bit of movie trivia. I just picture him actually dressed up as the turtle guy. Just bowing his head respectfully. So, you're in these large platformer levels, which are kind of non-linear. They're exploration-based. There's enemies you fight, and then you stomp on them with your butt after you encase them in a bubble.
Yeah, Tim was gonna be the Cat in the Hat, but then he ended up snitching on Shrek, and, No, he was gonna be Shrek? Okay, I have no clue, I just wanted to make a snitch joke. Okay, cool, there's a PS2 Xbox platformer to go along with this as well, so Danny?
Oh, okay, if we ever do this on Mascot Friday, we have to do that one.
We should do a Dr. Seuss themed stream, and it's gonna be hell.
It will be hell. I can't think of any good Dr. Seuss games. I mean, this one's playable, if not remarkable.
Think there are any good ones from, like, the multimedia era?
Maybe.
Like, from before?
Is there secretly a good Dr. Seuss CDI game?
I fucking hate how that one thing keeps just...
Yeah, that's annoying.
Blustering out on you. Ugh.
Everything always blustering out on me. There we go. Hey, I did it.
Hey.
The weird thing is, I think this is technically a better game than the other Cat in the Hat game, but it's also a nightmare. I wouldn't wish this on any kid. Like, if they're a fan of the book, I am getting them the other one for sure. But it's such an easy mistake to make. They're both called Dr. Seuss's Cat in the Hat, just slightly different.
Oh, I'm glad someone mentioned it. Uzi mentions that Audrey Geisel, Dr. Seuss's widow, was so furious after she saw Cat in the Hat that she legally forbade Hollywood from making any more live-action adaptations of Dr. Seuss books. No, that was the thing.
Good.
That's why it took Universal so long to make that, like, horny Onceler movie or whatever.
The horny Onceler.
You know, the Lorax, where everyone was like, wow, this
Oh,
is...
shit! He's gone apeshit! Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
A lot of really unfortunate things have been done in Dr. Seuss's name. Not least of all this game. Just, come on. Here's what I'm wondering. Why wasn't there a, You Don't Mess with the Zohan platformer?
Because that's not a movie for children!
Well, neither is Cat in the Hat.
I mean, true. True.
I think I got lost at some point. Now I don't know where to go in this children's game. I was hoping I could beat at least one level. Maybe we need to upgrade to the PS1 version to do that.
Yeah, Cat in the Hat is a movie for no one.
It really is. I can't think of anyone who would enjoy it. Like, if you're a fan of the source material, it's just going to disturb you.
Listen, I'm not claiming that the Lorax movie was horny. I'm claiming people were very horny for the Onceler, thus I was calling him the horny Onceler. It is...
This is a grave
Don't
you dug.
twist my words.
You dug your own grave here, Alex.
I mean, fair.
The sexy Lorax grave.
He really does speak for those trees. Oh my god, I hate this.
Yeah, let this be a warning to you. If you don't know history, you're doomed to repeat it. So
True.
do not let any more platformers starring Mike Myers get made.
Yeah, I heard that the animated, was that Blue... Who did those? Not Blue Sky, but, oh god, they were the same people who did the fucking Despicable Me movies. What's that studio's name? It's just escaping me. I think DreamWorks owns them. Illumination! Bless you, comma. Yes, Illumination, Studios. Their films... They're not that... I actually... God help me, I didn't hate the original Despicable Me. I thought it was fine.
Wait, I think I've seen that one. It was okay.
Yeah, it was okay. It wasn't extremely cursed. It was not cursed. I'm sure Illumination have made cursed films, but from what I've seen of their stuff, it's not incredibly cursed.
Let's make less cursed kids media.
Yeah.
Kids don't have to be ruined at that young of an age. And again, who am I to say about being ruined? I can't finish the first level of Cat in the Hat for GBA.
This looks like shit, though.
Yeah. I don't know where the exit is. It's just kind of, like, meandering. Maybe I have to go down this way. I am seeing more enemies. It's usually a good sign.
Oh, I have not seen the new Grinch movie that Illumination did. I've only seen a couple of the Despicable Me movies, which were okay, and... I haven't seen Flushed Away, the one about the rats in the toilet world.
Rats in the toilet world.
But yeah, that was Artem, I think.
Oh, I had a bouncy thing. Let's do that again. Why is there a dinosaur hatching from an egg back there?
That's true, there aren't any slurping noises here at least.
Oh, true. Very true. There we go, I made it. What's in here? Well, what is that?
It's your nightmare, sweetie pie.
I guess so.
You breaking your back?
Yeah!
What did you do?
Oh... He has a PDA!
Can you do phone calls on that? Has he got solitaire?
This was the PDA era. Wouldn't be surprised if he had a beeper.
He has a pager for all the drug deals he does.
Hold on, kids, I'm getting a page.
Stop it! Oh god, the Cat in the Hat laugh. I haven't thought of that in years. Hold on, see if I can still do it.
Yeah, he didn't have an actual laugh.
I can't.
He just had a horrible wheeze.
He's like... Oh my god, I am...
You've lost it.
I have... Oh...
I'm done with this. I don't want to play
done?
anymore.
Are
I
we
just
done
wanted to
with
give a
this?
cautionary tale of what to avoid on your GBA. Get the charming Cat in the Hat game, not the Mike Myers Nightmare version. Unless your kids are into that. Maybe they're freaks. I don't know. Give them what they want. I'm not here to tell you how to raise your kids. I'm here to warn you about Mike Myers being in a GBA game. And with that, I think we have reached our conclusion. So what do we think? Who wins the battle between Garfield and Heathcliff?
I am so sorry, Heathcliff.
Gotta give it to Garf.
I gotta give it to Garf.
It's not even close. Yeah, like on DS, at least they had that one 2.5D platformer, which was pretty clever. A lot of good level designs, creative use of the license. I thought it was good. All Heathcliff came up with was a spot the difference in this game. He didn't even show up. There was no contest there. Mm-hmm. We was a little bit closer. Garfield had kind of a crappy minigame compilation where a lot of the games were annoying and didn't work right. Heathcliff had an okay kart racer. And Alex is making it official. Mm-hmm. The winner is Garfield. Though the real winner is anyone who is not Mike Myers.
Mean but fair.
So here are our power rankings. Garfield, number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Heathcliff, number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Myers is the Cat in the Hat, way down at the bottom of the list. He's number 5,000 or something.
Dead last.
Dead last.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. I'm glad we could come to a decision tonight. Thank you for joining us.
Crumbling says, Heathcliff just can't win. Stuck inside the bargain bin.
He really can't.
Oh, God.
I still have hopes, though. I hope that someday can make the magnum opus Heathcliff game that really shows a different side of him, that really wins him over in the hearts and minds of gamers everywhere. Unfortunately, that's not happened.
Tell him to make a Garbage Ape game. Tell him to do like a reskin of Donut County or whatever with fucking Garbage Ape.
Hey, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Just get those guys.
Mm-hmm.
Get an indie developer.
Honestly, Heathcliff people, the Heathcliff Syndicate who owns Heathcliff, the conglomerate that owns him, please contact some wild indie dev to make a Garbage Ape game. I would
That's all we want.
Yeah,
we just want Garfield to have some competition, because when you don't have competition, you just end up making generic shit no one likes. That's what happened. Mm-hmm. And that's the conclusion of tonight's show. The best I could come up with. We're done here.
We're done.
Thank you all for watching. Thank you for... See, he could call in a favor with Pikachu. He knows Shrek, he knows Yoda, he knows Pikachu, he knows Top Cat. All Heathcliff could do is piece together the next hit PS4 game starring all these guest characters. Mm-hmm. Free ideas. Just feel free to take them.
Call us, Heathcliff.
Well, in any case, thank you for watching. Thanks for choosing Cats, patrons. I almost got a full stream out of Garfield and Heathcliff. Unfortunately, we had to resort to Cat in the Hat at the end, which I'm sure no one was happy about, but at least we're not playing it anymore.
Hey, yeah.
That's a good sign. Yeah, so for the record, if people had chosen dogs instead, I would have gone with K9.5, a series of light-span educational games for the original PlayStation featuring animated cop dogs. We may have to do that eventually one of these days.
Please choose that sometime.
I'll have to recycle that at some point.
I want to play that.
But thank you for choosing cats.
Yeah.
Cats are the superior animal, except when it comes to Heathcliff. Heathcliff is not superior to anyone.
No.
Sorry, Heathcliff. Alex, why don't you wrap us up? I'll look for a host.
Alright, if you want to vote on what we play every Wednesday, go to patreon.com/retropals and pitch in $5. That way you'll get access to our weekly polls, and you will get our scripted videos before they hit YouTube. In fact, if you subscribe now at any level, you can catch our latest video in our Nintendo 64 Chronicles series, and it's all about Pilot Wing 64. It's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Go get it.
I put work into that. Mm-hmm. Learn the startling history of the original Pilot Wings, and then see how Nintendo made a sequel. Hint, they needed to call up Texas. They needed help.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw.
We're also on YouTube at youtube.com/retropals. That's where we post highlights of our streams. We post original scripted stuff, and that's where you can catch our newest episode of Nintendo 64 Chronicles when it goes up. So subscribe there if you'd like.
That was Macaw's stream.
Thanks, Macaw. And we're also on Twitter, twitter.com/retropalshq. We post when we go live there. So if you're Twitter addicted like me, you can go there and catch all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Catch the fever.
Catch a cat, catch a cold, catch what you can.
Mm-hmm. Catch me if you can.
Alright, so Macaw is somehow playing the Super Nintendo game I've never heard of in my life. It's called Battle Zeekden? It's some kind of brawler. What is this? I'm confused. I should know this, but I don't. Alright, go barge in on him, say hi, ask what the hell this is. Mm-hmm. Just for me. Oh man, it's got morphing in it. There's a morphin' dude. You know, like Terminator 2.
Oh, cool. Oh, damn.
Anyway, this looks cool.
Right.
We'll return on Friday with Mascot Friday. Until then, stay cool. We'll see you later. Thanks for watching.
See ya, folks.